The rule here is that if you do what successful people do, you get the same results. If I were to start all over again, here is what I would do. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that I swear by I would do if I were to start all over again, especially if you are just starting out your digital career in Nigeria, to help you achieve your goals faster. In this channel, my friends, hello, know that I'm all about passive income. And if this is your first time on this channel, hi, I'm Faith Ozohu. I'm a real estate consultant based in Lagos, Nigeria, and on this channel I share my digital career journey. Okay, now a brief introduction of my background. Well, I'm just a regular Nigerian girl that finished her NYSC in 2019 and started applying for jobs online while working a day job as a science teacher in a private secondary school, receiving about 15,000 naira. Okay, though I did it like a part-time job because I also had a business of my own then. But when I got a job offer, I came to Lagos, and the story is long. So one thing led to another, and then one day I decided that I was not going to do the 9 to 5 again. You understand? So, and I quit my banking job then. That was in 2021 during COVID period. So the first week of resigning from work, I basically used it to sleep because it was I was lacking sleep. I slumbered, and I started to think, what can I do? At the same period, I was a newly wedded bride, and so my husband, brought up a business idea that we can do together. That very business happened to be one of our biggest mistakes because it set us off on a very rough ride as a young couple. And afterwards, I started to think of what I can do online because it was during COVID, and everything was basically online. People were not going out. So I started to think, what can I do? What can I do online? And I got introduced to a blogging platform where I started to blog to earn, and I also was selling some products online, like e-commerce products, all of that kind of thing. So from that 2021, when I started my digital career till now, it's been a load of experience, and I'm so grateful for the experience because it has refined me. Success is not a destination, success is a journey. And so while I'm not where I want to be yet, I am very happy with where I am right now, that I can proudly say that I am living my best life right now, and I want you to do the same. All right, that's like a background gist about who I am. Now let's go to these 10 things I would do if I was just starting out from zero, if I was starting all over again. First of all, you see that day that I resigned, get something really nice to eat and drink, and then look for a very comfortable position, comfortable seat to sit and dream. I'll just stay there and teleport myself to 5 years from now, and I would begin to imagine or dream what kind of life I would love to live in that time, when that time comes. What do I want to be known for? How much do I want to earn when that time comes? How do I want to feel when that time comes? How do I want to take care of my parents? What kind of money do I want to be handling in that 5-year time? So I'll make sure to imagine. Remember, we are imagining and we are dreaming now, so you shouldn't be stingy with your imagination or scared to dream. So I will dream the kind of life I want to have in 5 years time. And then when I'm back from that state, I'll get my diary, very, very important, and write down these things I wish to be, starting with the statement I am. So it's no longer wishing, I will be claiming it. I will be, I'll start manifesting it after dreaming it. So I am this. I work with so companies. I do gigs for big companies like MTN. Basically, you become daring and you write down things that you really want if you had no limitation. And so after writing down all of it, you can write as many as you want, 50, 100 or more. After writing all of this, I'll look through it and ask myself, what must I do to achieve these very things I have listed down. I'll proceed to writing down at least 10 things I am good at, 10 area of strength of mine. I would write it. If it is brainstorming, if it is analytical ability, if it is selling ability, if it is writing ability, if it is drawing, if it is singing, I'll write down at least 10 things I am very good at. And then I begin to research. I research high income skills that is connected to these things that I'm good at or I am interested in. You might not really be that good at what you've written, but you're interested in it and you know that you can learn, you know that you can dedicate time to learn that very thing because you are interested in it. So I'll begin to look for high income skills that connect to this my area of interest. And I bet you're going to be getting a bit confused in this area because life is more like interwoven. But I also promise you that you would figure out that one single high income skill that speaks to you, that God would guide you to learn. So next thing I would do is, I'm actually not counting anymore, but the next thing I would do is I would follow the lead of the Holy Spirit and take my time, dedicate at least 3 months of my time to learning this very high income skill that God has dropped the idea in my mind through research. So I would take my time, research, learn, consume as many contents about it. YouTube is a very good resource to get a new skill. Consume as many content about it. Follow high-end achievers in the game. Like, I will just be all about that very skill. And I don't know for you, but me, it only take a month for me to learn. I don't know how tough would that thing be. Even when I was learning web development, it took me like 2 weeks and I began to know exactly how to navigate and all of that. In fact, right now, while I did not finish my course, right now I still can build a website. Do you understand? So and I didn't even spend up to a month. So it depends on you. It could be up to 3 months, it could be 1 month, 2 months, more than 3 months. What matters is that you are doing something about your life. You are taking your life onto your hands and changing your destiny. Now this brings me to the next step, which I always advise people. It is to start a YouTube channel. I know this might sound a bit scary, like especially if you are not used to talking, if you are not used to being the outspoken kind of person or be the crowd kind of person. But still, I would advise that you start a YouTube channel. And what you do on that YouTube channel is either to share your journey about what you're learning about your digital career, or you teach what you've learned so far. You teach what you've learned so far, you'll be surprised how many people you'd be helping. And most times we learn by teaching other people. You don't find out that by trying to teach other people is like you are held accountable. You are forced to end what you started. Now we are going gradually to the sweeter part of it. While you're on your YouTube channel creating content, gigs might come, gigs might not come, but don't let that one deter you. Just keep on creating content. At the same time, I would look for ways to monetize what I've learned so far, or to learn on the job. I remember when I learned social media management, I was also offering the service. As at that time, I had 3 clients. My first client, I got them from my contact list. The other 2 clients, I got them from running Facebook ad. Do you understand? You can learn on the job, and it is a very sweet thing because you will be monetizing whatever you already learned. And this thing I've said now, I highly recommend it because that is the only way you will not discard the whole course. By the time you start earning a bit, you already know that by the time you're done learning and you are all full-fledged, ready to jump into the market, you're going to be earning more. So you start learning on the job, applying on sites like Indeed, on Twitter. Look out for Twitter posts, use hashtags to search for gigs. On LinkedIn, use hashtags to check for gigs. And most importantly, don't forget your contacts. Whatever whatever skill you are learning, there's somebody, at least one person on your contact that will need that very skill. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I swear by these things I am sharing it, because that is exactly what I did, and it happened that I am not the only one that have followed this formula. So again, if you do what successful people do, you get the same result. Now let's get to the next point slash advice that I have for you today. You see, as this small money is coming from left, right and center, from your clients, the people you're working with, from the gigs you get from social media and all, you're going to be managing your finance. This is not the time to start forming big boy or to start taking care of another person. Remember, you too, you are still a baby, so you don't start having responsibility or living above your means. So what I would teach you today is a personal formula I developed for myself. I call it the 40-40-20 rule. It is a rule to help manage my finances. So whatever income I get from all these my activities in a month, I share it into three. The first part of it, which will be 40% of it, it will go to my feeding, clothing, maybe my responsibilities, any other thing, every other thing. Say okay, your sibling asks for 1,000 naira, urgent 2k, feeding, you want to do your hair, everything falls under that 40%. That 40% is more like the money I am setting aside to take care of my expenses in a month. And then the other 40%, I put it into an investment platform. And I would make another video about investment platforms you can put your money into to earn income. But for the purpose of this video, let's just stick to what I would do if I was just starting all over again. So that 40%, I'll put it into investment, and then the remaining 20%, I'll put it into liquidity fund or emergency fund. Liquidity fund in this sense is like savings, let me call it savings, but it is very accessible. This liquidity fund is for things that you did not anticipate. Life happens, so that you don't go into your investment fund and pull out money, and then maybe most times ending up in very huge loss and heartbreak. So this liquidity fund will serve as a buffer to your investment fund. So you're going to be putting 20% of your earning into a liquidity fund. And this liquidity, I will not advise you to just save it in our normal bank. You can save it in high interest savings account like the FairMoney. If you're in Nigeria, you should already know about FairMoney. FairMoney is like a loan collection platform, but their app also offer other services like where you can save your money. And to an extent, I think they have reputation because they've been operating for some years now, and their business model is pure and understandable. So you save your liquidity fund in the FairMoney, I think it's called FairMoney FairMoney FairSave. Actually, it's called FairMoney FairSave account. On that account, you're going to be getting 14% of your savings monthly. So not only are you now saving, you're actually getting little interest on your money in a month. I think I'm going to be leaving a link to help you download the FairMoney app. It's a referral link anyway. I mean, why not? Since I'm already talking about it, I can actually take advantage of that. And that is one of the things you're going to be doing if you start your YouTube channel. So that's another way to monetize it. That's another way to have small money coming in for you. You make useful content and look at the things you shared in your video. What part of it do you have anything that that has a referral to? What do you understand? Since it is not a sponsored video, at least if you have any opportunity for a referral link, please include it. Nobody will see you as greedy. It is just normal. So if you're going to be downloading the FairMoney app, make sure to use my referral link in the description box. And then for my final point today, I would encourage you to network. Nobody is an island of knowledge, and there is nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new you are doing today. Anything you can think of, anything you've ever thought of, anything you want to do, somebody is already doing it. In fact, somebody has gone far doing it. So you need to look for community, you need to network, you need to interact with people, because that is one way you can grow exponentially. You cannot do it all by yourself, but mind who you network with, because some people will just drag you down to their level, while some people will shoot you up. So make sure to network with the right people. Really, these are all the things I would do if I am just starting out from zero all over again, trying to make money online. And at this point, I'm going to wish you all the best in your digital career, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and see you in my next vlog. Bye.